Hello. How's it going, y'all? It's your boy, Podcast Poppy. You know what I'm saying? And I think we're back. I think it's time. I think it's time for a third podcast right now, podcast number 3. Now, listen. I believe the other two are called Morning Mumblings, right? Let's check it out. I'm actually checking it out right now. Yeah, Morning Mumblings 1 and 2. That's crazy. So, like I've been saying, Morning Mumblings has been it's a name, it's a work in progress. All right. And I think I'm gonna change the name. I think I'm gonna make the executive decision to change the name to Breakfast Babbling. It's still a work in progress, simply because, yeah, I have breakfast right now, but will I have it all the time? Maybe actually, because I would like to turn this into a, into a daily thing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not daily, maybe weekly. I could see it being a weekly thing, But either way, I want this to be like a thing that is, that's done. You know. But you know what? I this time around, I actually have a little bit of a list here. Reference points, if you will. And since we're already talking podcasts and podcast names, I believe that falls under content. I got 3 things here that we're going to be trying to touch today. One of them being, and then each of these things have like little bullet points underneath. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be a little more professional. I even have a pen. All right, it's not the pen I was writing with. It's just another shade of pink. All right, come on. Who you dealing with? Who you dealing with here? All right. So content in general. I think this podcast is going to be mostly focused on, I don't know, kind of setting like a, not really a foundation, maybe like a foundation, you could say, like setting a bit of a foundation, a bit of a what to expect. You know what I'm saying? Like a syllabus, if you will. From just like what you might expect to come out of the Intense Bars studio. You know what I'm saying? Um, and because the last couple of podcasts, you have been going and looking for like topics and such, but I feel like I should take more time to look more into finding topics. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do I mean? Well, when my homeboys send me fucking topics to we have a spot on our Discord that is like for podcasts and shit. It's called podcast material, podcast shit like that. Yeah, we could get to looking. Some of those don't be looking interesting. Some of them, But not only that, I should take more time, more initiative to look for shit. You know what I'm saying? But I also don't want to turn into just another ranting podcast. I don't want to be the guy that's just. That being said, there's actually a bit on here for that, so it could be I could probably turn it into a segment, if you will. Just a part of the podcast where I'm like, all right, well, here you go for that bullshit. He's got his phone in his hand. Let's see what he's about to talk about now. Something like that. Well, so that's that. But on the other side of podcasts, right? Like, what is a podcast? I would like for the podcast to be just an exchange of intellectual information. You know what I'm saying? Information. Thoughts, theories, shit like that. I get the babbling on about some of my theories, some of my thoughts and shit like that. That's really what I want it to be about. I would really like it to be about, like, my views on spirituality, my views on, not only my views on spirituality, but my, experiences and my anecdotes about spirituality and what works for me when it comes to my idea of spirituality. You know what I'm saying? Because my idea of spirituality is different. My idea of spirituality is, if I is when I think spirituality, I think building a rapport and a communication with the universe, right? And the universe works off of energy and shit like that. So as long as you can, if you're able to receive information from the universe better, then that would then help you in your journey on the road that is the universe. You know what I'm saying? Or in just in your journey in general. You know what I'm saying? No matter what your journey is, you know, or no matter what your destination is. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you have to, you have to know how the universe communicates with you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not all fucking dreams. Sometimes it's random fucking people. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's certain signs and numbers and feelings and thoughts and all kinds of shit, bro. The universe is very interesting. It's very tricky, but that's the kind of shit I like to talk about. But we're not talking about that right now. Maybe we'll save that for podcast number 4. Who knows? So, that's what I would like it to be. But on the other side of podcasts, we have a topic that I am interested in. Sit-in chats is what I would call them. Sit-in chats are essentially night podcasts, right? So day podcasts, are like what I've got going on in my mind as soon as I wake up, right? What am I thinking about right now? How am I feeling? Where do I plan on taking the day type shit, Kinda, but like not really though. Whereas my little sit-in chats would be at night, and maybe not at night, but like at the end of the week, right? So in the beginning of the week, on like Monday, Sunday, Monday-ish, Monday, Tuesday-ish, you can expect, what I'm saying, a podcast, right? Whereas a sit-in chat would be at the end of the week, where we don't really talk about like interesting things. We don't really talk about like, what I've got on this list, what we're going to talk about today. We're not really talking about like universe shit. We're not talking philosophy. We're not talking anything like that. Maybe. It's more of a reflective podcast, if you will. The first podcast is not really reflective as much as maybe not preparatory, but like whatever the opposite of reflective is. Like when you're reflecting on things, it's like things has happened throughout the week, and now we're sitting here and we're reflecting on it, and we're thinking about how they affected us, how we approach these situations, how we're going to approach them in the future, all things like that, But the opposite of that, of like how you're going to do things right now, like not based on like, all right, these things happen, so now I'm adjusting to these things happening, or when these things happen again, now it's literally like the prep phase, like I'm gonna do this, that, and the third. Whereas at the end, it's like, did we do these things? Yes. How did it work out? How are we gonna do it again next? You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. And the reason why I want to get these things going is because I was having a conversation with my homeboy last night, and my man and my boy, my dog. You know what I'm saying? We was having a conversation and shit, and we got to talking about some motivational shit, you know what I'm saying? Like things that we wanted to see out of ourselves in the future and shit, you know what I'm saying? Goals that we wanted to achieve and shit. Nothing too like crazy major or anything like that. Just like simple shit, but like, simple to one is, quite complex to another, you know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. I mean, like, but and shit like that, and like those conversations inspire me. You know what I'm saying? Seeing other people do shit that they got going on, seeing other people achieve the shit that they want to achieve inspires me. And if I could be an inspiration to myself, to the homies, maybe even to other people, hey, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it'll be like a maybe it'll be like a cool little like a cycle where it's like, you know, like I get influenced by these or inspired, influenced by these guys. I then, you know, saying do all this, which inspires and influences me to want to make content like this, you know, and that influences and inspires other people to want to do that. And then I see it, and it's just like a constant, you know what I'm saying? It's like a constant, like just feeding itself type shit, you know, self-sustaining, a self-sustaining cycle. You feel me? That's what it would, that's the goal anyway. That'd be super fucking cool. But yeah, I would like to do that, but I'd also like to have something to keep me like, not to keep me grounded / to keep me like accountable, you know what I'm saying? Because if I'm dropping videos talking about, yeah, you know, I'm going to want to be doing all this, and then I got nothing to show for it 2-3 weeks later, it's like, you know what I'm saying? I look dumb, stupid. I look stupid. That's what you're thinking, right? That's what you're thinking, right? But that would be me. Comically large glass. You know? So that's kind of what I want. You know, the beginning of the week, we got this going on. End of the week, we have like a sit and chat going on, you know, where it's just reflecting and shit, you know? Dude, fucking hair keeps on fucking popping up out of nowhere, and it's pissing me off because, like, it can only be coming from one place, but that's neither here nor there. Listen, so that's that. Up next, we have gaming under the guise of content and shit. Dude, I haven't been playing a lot of games, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, I haven't really been. I've not been in the mood to play video games recently. You know, I've been more or less in the mood to play some guitar, you know, and fucking do shit like that, and you know. But like, as for sitting and playing video games, like I'll play some games though. Don't get me wrong. You know, I actually just I say that, but then I like spent a long time last night getting very immersed in the game that is Tetris, like like a really cool Tetris game for the Xbox. It's pretty fucking dope, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's pretty sick. I've been playing that a lot. But like, as for like other shit, like I don't know, man. I haven't really been playing anything. I haven't really been like super excited about anything for real. Like the new Call of Duty is coming out. That's whatever. I genuinely don't care. Battlefield, a new Battlefield's coming out, which kind of looks cool. You know, so I'm not gonna lie. I might give it a little taste. The beta's coming out soon, but like, I don't know. It's very interesting. Very interesting indeed. But who knows? You know, I think it's just the changing of the times. You know, like I don't know. I've been thinking more about jiu-jitsu, more about working out, more about like health and fitness and shit like that. So maybe it's just like a changing of the tides in the sense of like, you know, it's going from, yo, let's fucking game, bro, to like, let's do this. Which, you know, hey, I still got my fucking Xbox. I still got my fucking, you know, the homies. I still be gaming and shit, you know. It's just not as much as it used to be, like maybe a month ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, shit like that, you know. That being said, man, I don't know, dude. I've got some like, I feel like I might have some clips that are ready for another video. I have a whole video already done, by the way. I just never got around to dropping it, which is kind of funny. But done is a strong word. It's kind of it's a Tekken video. So, you know, not a lot goes into those. Not a lot goes into those at all, actually. My Tekken videos are literally it's literally just like me playing Tekken. And like you might get a set or like a round. Usually. Just saw all that shit. I'm sorry. Usually if it's a its own Tekken video, then it's probably going to be a full set. But cuz just like one round is literally a minute, if that. Like it's a couple seconds, you know what I'm saying? A full set, you're looking at least 2 minutes, 3 minutes, you know what I'm saying? And if it's a damn good set, you might fuck around and get maybe not a set, but like a whole game, like first to 3 in that game, you know, 3 rounds versus 3 games. You know, you might see the best 2 out of 3 in terms of 3 games if it's a really good like opponent. Because some people, dude, there are some fights that you get in Tekken that's just like, there are some fights that's just like, all right, bye, and then others just like, but then there are some that are just like, dude, please rematch. That was sick, you know. And it's like each fucking, it's like it's always going to the last round. Each round goes down to the fucking wire. It's, dude, I like shit like that, man. I really like games like that, fighting games like that. You know, no one's acting cheesy, no one's bullshitting, no one's bitching. It's all just fucking GGs in the chat and good fucking combos. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get it. I like that shit, man. But yeah, man, I haven't really been doing a lot of gaming shit, man. I might stream this Tetris shit eventually, because it could get pretty fucking wild, dude. It can get pretty gnarly. But that's about it. Up next for content, what we got? We got music, right? So, and you might be thinking I'm breezing through these pretty quick, but like, you gotta understand, I got 2 other whole sections and then 4 subsections, you know, encompassed in those 2 sections. So we're good, you know. Music. So I think I haven't made an official song yet. I haven't made an official song with my new setup, with my mic, with my bass, you know. I haven't made a new official song yet like that. I've made some like little things here and there for actually the beginning of my podcast, the beginning of my podcast number 2, and the end of that. The beginning and the end are the same, but the end has drums attached to it, and the beginning doesn't. Because I like no drums better, but some might like the drums better. And if you end up sticking around for the rest of that, throughout that whole podcast, and you find the drums at the end, then shout outs to you. But you know, it's like 10 views. It's kind of insane. Hey, if you're fucking watching this and you've made it 17 minutes into this one, go ahead and hit subscribe, man. You know, I don't post every day, but I post. You know. So, basically, music. Oh man, I don't know. You know, I guess I just haven't had the time to like really sit down and be like, all right, I'm gonna make a song. But like, I've had ideas of making songs here and there, but I guess I just want to like really like have a really good idea of like a good like tune that I can turn into a good like little situation, into a nice little song. I want to like, I don't know, I kind of want to work on it a little bit. I want to drop something before winter, and I definitely want to drop something before next year, but I don't know when in regards to both. So there you go. But other than that, dude, I don't know. I feel like I've been lacking in the sense of like pushing my music and pushing my content in general. You know, pushing my music, pushing my content. You know, so I think I'm gonna try to get back into it. I'm gonna try to get back into like really pushing my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like dropping that shit in Reddit, dropping that shit in fucking, you know, in Instagram, Twitter, and shit like that. You know. Who knows? I might even say fuck it and end up bringing back the Snapchat. Probably not. I don't like Snapchat. It's not that I don't like Snapchat. I actually don't mind it at all. I could do the same shit with Instagram. I could do the same shit with Instagram. Snapchat's a little more like personal though. Like I can send snaps to certain people and shit. Whereas Instagram stories is just like, it's a story for the whole, it's a story for the family, you know? Who knows? But also, dude, Snapchat burns my fucking battery. I've had it on like, I think 2 or 3 phones, maybe 2. But like that shit would burn the fuck out of my battery. Like it was no one's business. And ain't nobody got time for that, bro. No one has time for that shit. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? So, is that, who knows? But I really want to get to pushing my shit a little more, you know what I'm saying? And maybe we can get to, you know, maybe we can end up getting to a point where we were at back in like 2017, 2018, when we were like dropping content and would get like literally hundreds of views and plays and shit on my music and shit though. We'll see what happens. But that's it for content. You know what I'm saying? We're getting into some interesting shit right here, boys. I'm gonna tell you a little something, all right? I have an idea for a challenge. That's right. I have an idea for a challenge, a 30-day challenge that's going to be coming up here in a couple days. So I've been thinking about it, right? For the last maybe week, I've been thinking about doing this like 30-day challenge thing. It's not one that's already been like established or like that's a part of affiliated with anything or anything like that. This 30-day challenge is going to be more of a personal thing. So it's going to be attacking three things that I want to get better at anyway. The first thing is going to be waking up early, right? Dude, listen, right? I can come up with many an excuse, and they're valid excuses as well. Does that make it? Well, I guess an excuse isn't necessarily valid or invalid, you know what I'm saying? Like, an excuse is an excuse, but, like, its validity, you know what I'm saying, I don't think an excuse's validity discounts it as an excuse. It's just more or less valid, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, why are you late for work today? Oh, the excuse is my son fuckboyed and missed his school bus, so I had to take him to school and then I had to come back here. I tried to call you motherfuckers twice actually, but nobody answered. I left a message if you want to check that, but there you go. I'm not going to send a text because niggas don't check their phone around here, so there you go. I don't know if I could say that on YouTube, bro. I get too comfortable. I'm sorry. Listen, we're 20 minutes in. We're getting comfortable, all right? I apologize. I'll try to, do something. I might cut it out. Who knows? I might put a right there. Hey, here you go. There you go. So, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a valid excuse, but it's still an excuse, you know? Well, what? If an excuse is valid, does it then become a reason? I don't know. I think we're getting off track here. Bringing it back. I have many an excuse to not wake up early. One, I'm in a restaurant game. I get out of work usually around like 9, anywhere between like 8 and 12. I can get out of work depending on what I'm doing, what shift we're working, what day it is. Which means I don't get home anywhere between, 8:30 and fucking 12:30, maybe even 1, depending on how fucking tired I am. So if I'm getting home at 1, you know what I'm saying, and I'm probably going to be eating something, I'm probably not going to fucking bed until like 2, 3 o'clock, waking up at 5:30, waking up at 6 isn't too fathomable, you know what I'm saying? But I would like to, for the most part, you know what I'm saying, wake up. Because for the most part, I can pull it off. That's an excuse, but it's a shitty excuse because I don't get those shifts often where I'm closing and I'm getting out at 12. You know what I'm saying? So that's a shitty excuse. Nice try, bitch. Try again. You see what I'm saying? It's the conversations that I have with myself whenever I'm having conversations with myself. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be tough on yourself, man. Oh, don't beat yourself up. No, beat yourself up about it, dude. What the fuck? Like, do that shit. Like, you should beat yourself up about it, because, how else are you going to fucking do anything, How are you going to get it in your head that you got to... But I digress. Yeah, man, so, I want to get to waking up 6 o'clock in the morning. 5:30 to 6 o'clock in the morning, I want to get to waking up like that. The challenge is this. This is the challenge. We wake up 5:30 to 6 o'clock in the morning, every morning, right? From 7 to 8, we're either going to jiu-jitsu or we're working out hardcore. Full body, decent workout, right? But that's not it. That's just the waking up early and the fitness aspect of it. As for, I also want to improve my diet. Not necessarily the kinds of shit that I eat or like the quality of the shit that I eat. Because I like to think that I eat pretty good quality food, you know what I'm saying? Like, I eat, I don't really use a lot of sugars. I eat a lot, I use mostly honey for like sweetener and shit for like teas. I drink tea. I don't drink coffee. You know, I don't drink sodas or like I don't really drink sodas or juices or energy drinks or anything like that. It's mostly water, decent amount of tea, you know. Eat some good shit here, you know, got some eggs usually, lots of eggs, lots of protein intake, you know, eggs, fucking, you know, various meats and shit like that, potatoes, you know what I'm saying? We got the carbs, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like the quality of shit that I eat is pretty it's not too bad. But it's the quantity and the frequency. I don't know. I've been trying to figure out how to say this word, like how frequently you eat it. But it's not frequently. It's like, cause you know, C at the end of it, like something, you know, persistent C, like frequency, like I don't know, consistency. You know, I don't know. Is that the word? I don't fucking know. Either way, I'm looking to improve how much I eat, when I eat, how often I eat, I think I should say. You know, like I wanna get to a point where we're having like a pre-workout before we work out, and then we have a legit breakfast, and then there's lunch later on in the day because it's only 9 o'clock by the time we're eating breakfast. You know what I'm saying? We can still eat lunch by like 12 some shit. You know what I'm saying? 12, 1 o'clock. Set up a lunch so that we can eat it at fucking work and shit. You know, all kinds of shit. You know, because I also want to save money and not really be eating lunch out very often, which honestly ain't that bad because, like, you know, well, it's kind of it. I can get a decent lunch for like $10, but if I'm doing that every time I work, and let's say I work 4 days a week, you know what I'm saying? That's $40 a week that I'm just, you know, and I get paid every 2 weeks, so that's $80. You know what I'm saying? That's $80 just going towards lunch. I could be using that for anything else. You know what I'm saying? I could be using that $80 that I would be putting towards lunch over the course of 2 weeks to just buy more groceries, to just buy lunch-based groceries. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta think like that when you're this late in the game, baby. Late/early in the game, anyway. But that's basically what I want to get going, man. I want to get to doing the fucking the 30-day challenge. You know what I'm saying? Where essentially, I got the bullet points here: what, why, and miscellaneous. Right. So, what is it? What is a 30-day challenge? That's what it is. You know, we're waking up. You know, we're waking up. We're eating good. We're doing some kind of activity. We're either going to jiu-jitsu or we're working out. You know what I'm saying? And we could fit in like legit minimum two full body workouts a week, maximum for real 5, but that's a little rough. We could really get in like three a week, 3 full body workouts a week, 3 intense full body workouts a week. Maybe not, and 3. Maybe not intense because it's gonna take like a day and a half, but I only have a day, so we're probably gonna, you know, I know what to do. We know what to do, you know. But that's what I want to do. We've got that for the what. Now we have the why. Why do I want to do this? Well, I like the idea of waking up early. You know, the whole idea of waking up at like fucking 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning and shit, and just like getting your shit in there, getting your shit done early on, you know, so that you have the rest of the day to do what the fuck ever, you know, like that's pristine, you know what I'm saying? And I really fuck with like, cause think about if like you're working from home, you know what I'm saying? If you got one of those jobs where you work from home and shit, and there's not like a specific like time frame where you have to be at work. It's like you can get so much shit done, you know, early in the morning. And not even that, like you could literally just wake up at fucking 5 o'clock and you could do so much, right? Jiu-jitsu's not until 7. That's 2 hours, bro, right? I could wake up at 5, go on a fucking run or a bike ride or some shit at like 5:30, you know what I'm saying? 5:30 to 6, come on in, eat something, get going for fucking jiu-jitsu. That's a whole bike ride / run sesh and a jiu-jitsu sesh. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Opens the gate for a lot of shit. You can get a lot of things done, you know what I'm saying? I could bust out the podcast from like 5:30 to 6:30. 5:30 to 6, you know what I'm saying? Like there's just room there, you know? I don't know. I dig it though, man. I dig it. Like that's why But also, it's a matter of discipline as well. You see, I'm a firm believer in finding or in using certain things that you can gain from one aspect and using it in other aspects of your life. You know, the thing with I don't know, man. Like for an example, for jiu-jitsu, it teaches you not to underestimate your opponent, no matter what they look like. You know what I'm saying? There was a dude that I was rolling with, who was as small as I was, smaller than me, really. He's a small dude, and that's saying something because I'm skinny, I'm small in the sense of skinny. So Mans was like skinnier than I was, and so I dead ass underestimated him. I didn't underestimate him too much because I've been in that situation before, but. Literally, I saw him and I'm just like, this is going to be, I was going in thinking this is going to be whatever. Like, it's, I wasn't even thinking this is going to be whatever. I just wasn't expecting it to be what it was because Mans was smaller than me. I was like, all right, whatever. We're going to roll it out a little bit. It's going to be cool. Mans was throttling me, bro. Skinny man strength. We got it. Dude was getting it in. He's mad technical, so he knew what to do, right? What does that teach you? Don't judge a book by its cover, right? Oh, he's smaller than me, so he can't be that much of a threat. Joke's on you, he was that much of a threat. You know what I'm saying? He's smaller than you, but like jiu-jitsu favors the smaller guy. It's a technical thing, you know what I'm saying? The more technical you are, it doesn't matter if you're small or big, you're going to know what to do. And it doesn't matter if your opponent is small or big, you're going to know how to manipulate whatever they got going on to your advantage. You know what I'm saying? That being said, that is an example of how something from one aspect of your life can be implemented in other pieces, right? Another example. When I'm at work, I work in the restaurant industry, and if you work in the restaurant industry, there are a bunch of fucking assholes, right? There's a lot of really cool people though. Like, don't let these niggas don't let these people confuse you, son. There are a lot of super cool people in the restaurant industry, but there are also a lot of assholes. But there are a lot of assholes everywhere. You just got to know where to go, And I was just telling my mans about this too. This is a little digression. This is a little, little skirt off of the beaten path here. I hear a lot people saying, "I hate people. People suck." Wham, like bitching about how shitty people are. Look, man, I guess, but like that kind of energy doesn't really give you any better energy though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if you're looking at people like people are pieces of shit, then you're only going to be seeing the shitty part of people. Don't get me wrong. People have the capacity to be pieces of shit, and like they'll show you their shitty side no matter what. You know what I'm saying? If they're shitty. But I feel like the shittiness is also, what I'm saying, it's I don't know if this word is legit, but comparable to how much you care. You know what I'm saying? What do I mean? I know I'm going to possibly interact with some assholes at work, right? But you got to understand, I only have to deal with them for a couple seconds. For real. Maybe a couple minutes, depending on what you're doing in the industry. But like, you deal with them for a couple minutes and then they fuck off and you probably won't ever see them again. So understanding that, yeah, you're going to have to deal with this asshole, but you're only going to have to deal with him for a little bit of time, son. And you're getting paid for it. So like, what's the issue? You know what I'm saying? It's like, don't care so much, bro. And it's easier said than done, obviously. If you're just out here vibing and somebody's being a fucking douchebag to you, then it's hard to be like, whatever, bro, I don't care. But like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know, man. Just like, fuck it. Oh, well, this guy's a douchebag. He'll get his one day, And not only that, it's like, imagine how shitty of a time you have to be having to be a douchebag to everyone, to be a douchebag to random ass people, right? So imagine how much of a piece of shit, or imagine how much of shit that individual must be going through that they think that this is, what I'm saying? Like, maybe they're just super stressed out. I don't know. So, I don't know. People be on some fuck shit and I just be like, all right, bro, whatever. Can you leave? Bye. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, bro, you on some other shit, man, and I ain't got no time for that, man. Goodbye. You know what I'm saying? It'll be like, this motherfucker was annoying, but oh well. Now, granted, if it's a situation where you can't just be like, all right, nigga, bye, and you have to endure the annoyance, yeah, I can feel that. But like, it's temporary, bro. Relax. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you'll be a little salted for a little bit, but at the end, it's just like, whatever, bro. I'm not. After this is over, we're never going to have to communicate again. So, can we speed this up? I'm going to try to expedite this as quickly as possible so that I don't have to deal with you for anything longer than a fucking couple minutes. Okay? But I digress. But yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Like, the discipline of waking up early would allow me to do other things. And riding the wave of waking up early and getting shit done, you know, because one, you have the endorphins from working out and doing all that shit, and you have the feel good vibes of like, wow, I wanted to do this and I did it. That pride that you feel in yourself is a good thing, you know, that like, damn, suddenly, you know, I fucking woke up at goddamn, you know what? I woke up before my fucking alarm went off. I didn't wake up at 5:30, goddamn it. I woke up at 5:27. I woke up at 5:27. I got right out of fucking bed. And you know what I did? I fucking meditated, bro. I meditated. That was awesome. I fucking meditated for like 12 minutes, man. It was awesome, right? I fucking cleaned up a bit, you know what I'm saying? I did a little bit of the fucking, you know, I did a little bit of the dishes, put the dishes in, took the dishes out, you know what I'm saying? It was awesome, bro. We don't have to do anything. Look at the kitchen. Look at the kitchen right now. I fucking took out the trash, bro. I took out the trash. It was 5:47. It was 5:53, and I took out the trash, bro. Ain't nobody else taking out their trash at 5:53 in the morning, baby. That's me, man. That's what I'm doing, bro. And you know what I did after that? I made some motherfucking oatmeal, bro. Huh? Why'd you make oatmeal? Why? Because I needed the fuel so I can go to jujitsu, so I can go to the gym, so I can go on this run, on this bike ride, on this walk, on this errand. Like, dude, the vibes you get from not even from waking up early, but like from waking up early, from accomplishing things that you want to do, that you need to do, right? And I'm not talking need as in like I need to go to work so that I can have money so that I'm not out of a fucking shelter. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm talking need as in like, what do you need to do to get to where you want to be? You understand what I'm saying? There are want-based needs and there are needs-based needs, right? And we're actually running pretty fucking hardcore here, so I had another thing here, but you know what? I don't care. We're gonna end it off on needs, want-based and needs-based. So there are want-based needs and there are needs-based needs, right? What's the difference? So a want-based need is, let's say I want a guitar. So now I need money to get to my guitar. Right? So I need to do what I need to do so I can get what I want, right? I need to get money so that I can get what I want, right? A want is not a need. I need shelter. I need food. I need clothes. I need, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So I need money in order to, what is the need there? I need shelter, food, you know, all that other shit that you need to survive. So what do you do there? You need to do shit to get your needs, right? Work, get some money, you know what I'm saying? You need to go to the grocery store, right? Right, you need to do things to get your needs. Now, wants is something different, right? And because they're wants, I feel like they're easier to be overlooked, depending on the want. Something like a guitar is something that I can get relatively easy with like little to no effort, right? The only effort that it would take is maybe saving up some money, right? Wants, I feel like, are more intangible long game. You know what I'm saying? If I want to be to a certain point, for me, right? my final form me, perfect cell me, right? I don't watch Dragon Ball Z, but I get the reference. I'm not gonna say that. But like, for me to get to final form me, which is a want, right? What do I need to do? Well, I need to wake up early. I need to fucking work out. I need to eat better. I need to, get my chops up in my interests and my intellect and all kinds of things and all different kinds of aspects to be where I want to be. But that's still a want. And because it's a want, and because it's something that's so technically intangible, I can't really hold final form me in my hands. You know what I'm saying? Because one, it hasn't been formed yet, and two, I'm not 1,000% sure on how exactly it looks. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately, it's just not a tangible thing. It's not fucking tangible. You know what I'm saying? Whereas a guitar, some clothes, some shoes, not only are they literally tangible items, but achieving them is something fathomable and doesn't take that long. This is the kicker. It doesn't take getting out of your comfort zone. You see what I'm saying there? Comfort zone. Getting out of your comfort zone is fucking important, because if you don't, then you're stagnant. Stagnicity, I'm not sure if that's a word or not, but being stagnant is always fucked, right? Being stagnant, in my mind, is almost as bad as going backwards, because at least going backwards, you're going somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But being stagnant, where you're just sitting in one place, festering. Do you know what happens to water when it sits in fucking one place? It gets infested with parasites and bacteria, fucking mosquitoes, gnats, and all this nasty shit. Animals don't even fucking drink it anymore unless they absolutely have to. Running water, moving, right? Flowing. You gotta understand, people, this is when we get into the spirituality. This is when I become a hippie, you know what I'm saying? You understand humans at what, 75% water, 80% water, some dumb shit like that, more than 0.5% of water. So like, we must act as though water must act. We must be flowing. We must go with the flow. You have to move, bro. You have to move. Otherwise, you're not a stream but a swamp. You've seen a swamp before. Does that shit look like something you would want to hang out in, like prolonged? No. Yes, swamps are pretty fucking cool. They're damn good to look at, but like, dude, eventually the smell, you know what I'm saying? The smell, the fucking mosquitoes, goddammit. There's probably a croc in there somewhere. You've seen anaconda, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? Better get the fuck out of there before it becomes nighttime. A fucking ogre's gonna pull up and fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But all these things are easier said than done. Everyone wants to fucking move forward. You know? Everyone wants to move forward. I don't think I know of one person that's just like, I'm okay where I am. You know what I'm saying? Everyone wants to move forward. You know? Everyone wants a lot of things. Many people want a lot of things. Wants it's interesting, because a want is different from a need, in the sense of like, there's levels to the want. There's levels to how much you want it versus the levels to how much you need something. You know what I'm saying? It's like the lowest level of a want, or the lowest level of a need, is a want. Do you understand? So imagine what the lowest level of a want is. If you don't want something to the highest point, because if you want something to the highest point, then what does that then become? A need, right? all up in your ear. That's my bad. Breathed in a little droplet of spit. You know how it be. So I feel like if you're not at the level where you want something high enough, then it could easily be fucking overlooked. Because, a low enough want is like, a low level want is what? I genuinely don't even know an interest. Maybe you're interested in it. Hello? My shit crashed. Had a little bit of technical difficulties there, I guess. Streamlabs, the UI for Streamlabs froze, so it made it look like it had crashed. But I guess it didn't, because it was still recording, and I ended up pressing it out. I don't know, but anyway, where was I? Wants. Yeah, man, like, I don't. It fucked me up. That completely threw me off. So like now I'm all off of like the flow I was going on for. But essentially, what I'm saying is this. You know. Damn, what the fuck? Come on, man. All right, well, I don't know. At the end of the day, it's as simple as this. Doing things early. And the difference doing things early can really get you going, and it'll really influence you, and that influence can get you going for things that you want to achieve, you know. And wants and needs are two different things, you know. And wants can be overlooked by things that you need, and there are levels to wants and needs, you know what I'm saying. And I guess you know, when you think about like in terms of putting differentiating between the levels of want, it just comes down to a important P word called prioritize. You know, what are you trying to prioritize right now, right? You got to figure out what your main priorities are. What are your main, like, you know, where are you headed mostly? Like, where do you want to be at first, essentially? Not really first, but like, what's the most important destination out of all of the destinations? You know what I'm saying? And maybe prioritize that destination up first, so that things that go into reaching that destination are paramount to the things that go into reaching other destinations that might not be that high up on the list. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, but what'll also help is, you know, maybe making a list, you know, like it's one thing to sit here and think about all the shit. Oh, I want to do this. I want to do that. Oh, I want to, you know, for me, it's one thing to sit here and be like, okay, well, what do I want to do with myself? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I want to compete in jiu-jitsu. I want to fucking, I don't know, fucking be at a higher level at my job. I want to, you know, make music and perform music. I want to, I don't know, maybe thinking about it, even I don't know how many I don't knows were there, right? But writing it down, what do I like to do? What do I like to do? What do I like to do? How can I, you know what I'm saying, profit off of the things that I like to do? Because I think one of the best things that one can do is profiting off of things that you have genuine interests in. You know what I'm saying? Not just like, dude, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know if I could find myself having a job just for the sake of it pays the bills. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if that job becomes, you know, I don't know, man. What if it starts to interfere with your actual interests? Then what? You can't give up that fucking job. You're going to have to give up your interests. You're going to have to give up your actual interests to do this fucking thing that you don't even like doing. Why? Oh, it pays the bills. Whereas I think that, you know what I'm saying? But that being said, you might just have to go ahead and endure that shit for a little bit until you get to the point where you can be like, peace, because I'm making money, or I'm at a position / I have the opportunity to make money off of things that I actually give a fuck about. You know what I'm saying? Dude, and just look at the difference. You'll never feel like you're going to work. I genuinely feel like if it's a matter of like, I make money off of music, I make money off of jiu-jitsu, I make money off of doing shit that I like doing. Work, what is that? Nah, man, I make money off of things that I like doing, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, it's work. Yes. A job? What is that? I don't have a job. No, I have interests that pay me. I have lucrative interests. That's what I have. I don't have a job. I have lucrative interests, my brother. You need to change your interests, okay? Either change what you're interested in or change how you're interested in it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I gotta say. You know? Before the whole visual debacle, we were going at it. We were actually at like 40 some odd minutes, you know, so this is probably going to bump us up to about 50. We have an almost hour long podcast here, you know, so you know what, I'm going to fucking stretch it out to be a goddamn hour. Fuck you, we're going it. So here, I'll give out some shout outs, some plugs, and I don't know. Maybe some just miscellaneous shit to end off on. Shout outs. Shout outs to my boy. You know what? Shout outs to one of my homeboys that I work with. He's a hunter. He got a fucking bear this past season, you know? I mean, it's past season. It's still, like, kind of early. I think he might be going hunting again later on in the season, but he got himself a bear on his main hunt, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty fucking hardcore. Shout outs to him. You know, shout outs to a couple of people, actually, from my job, actually. One of my chick friends got a job that she's been aiming to get for some time. Shout outs to her, you know what I'm saying? Shout outs to, let's see here. Yeah, man. Shout outs to a lot of people, bro. Shout outs to a lot of people. Someone that I used to be in communications with back in the day, not IRL, but over like social media and shit. This artist that lives out in Baltimore. She actually just, she's actually able to get herself she'll be moving into her first 1-bedroom apartment. All, you know what I'm saying? All on her own, all on her lonesome this time around. You know, shout outs to that. You know, it's fucking awesome. You know, shouts out to all the homies, of course, you know, in your respective fields, you know what I'm saying? My man's got around to doing some streams, you know, shout outs to him. You feel me, you know what I'm saying? He's getting into eating better, you know, working out, fucking going on these walks and these runs and shit. Shout outs to him, man. Eventually you're going to be fucking shredded. We're going to be the fucking shredded homies, you know what I'm saying? The shredded, I don't know. What's some alliteration for that? We about to be the shredded Shinigami, you know? I don't know. You don't watch Bleach. You don't know what that is, but, you know. Oh, dude, fucking, yeah, dude. Let's do some lookouts. Shout outs, or look out for this, obviously. Look out for more fucking content from me. Look out for more content from my homeboys, you know what I'm saying? From my man's Renegade Fortune. Shout outs. Look out for content from him. Look out for content from my boy Bardock Sama, you feel me? Look out for some art, like some art content from my boy Mars, you know what I'm saying? He's got this nice little artistry setup going, and you know he's working on little things here and there too. You know, I'm excited to see what he can come up with. He's a pretty good dude. Rather talented with the pen, you know what I'm saying? And my boy and Sama, Bardock's pretty fucking good with the pen as well. He hasn't been doing a lot of drawing. I don't know what's up with that, but that's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? Look out for content from all four of us, bro. Content of intensity. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but look out for content from the House of Intensity. Me and Renegade Fortune, we might be co-poppies. You know me. I'm Podcast Poppy, aka Intense Bars. It's your boy Podcast Poppy. But we might be co-poppies in the sense of co-poppies. That sounds like a oh my god. Anyway, so anyway, yeah, we're gonna be possibly gonna be co-poppies this coming October, because well, you see, we both want to get into like a podcast type deal. He'll be down to do a podcast, not like this where it's like just one person, because he's more of a. He has a certain I'm looking for a certain thing and I don't know where it is. But he's got a certain like flair that just works better when it's enticed, you know what I'm saying? And that's just how he operates in terms of his shit. That being said though, it's like an anime based podcast where we watch anime and we kind of just talk about it. Now I don't want to say too many things, right? Because we were supposed to do, we had a couple of ideas for like a group project podcast thing, but just schedules and interests and just things come up and it kind of, it could shake things up like that. But me and him were thinking about having like a podcast thing called Anime Mondays, maybe. Work in Progress is the name. The name's Work in Progress. Where we just find an anime, we watch it, and we kind of like talk about it. We have an anime in mind that's coming out soon. I'm interested in it. He's interested in it. So that could be the first thing. We could see how it works out and see what we can actually end up getting going. But yeah, dude, I look out for that. dude, just look out for content. That's all I can say. I feel like, and I can kind of see it amongst the house of intensity, the boroughs of intensity. You know what I'm saying? The streets of intensity. You feel me? I can see it through the streets of intensity that, like, we all got little things in the works, man, and it's like it's only a matter of time until we start producing. And I do think that we should. I'm just thinking about this now. I think we should definitely become not a conglomerate, but like, I don't know, house of intensity, streets of intensity. Like, that should be, I feel like it should be more than just like, a slight reference. Like, I think it, like, we could definitely, I mean, we do it already. We already like influence each other. We already, hype each other up. We already push each other's shit. But I think we could do it so much more. I think we can do it so much more. I think that, hey, if we each used our platforms to be like, yo, my boy just, did this, like literally seeing the house of intensity as like, not really a business, but like as just a conglomerate of creativity, a conglomerate of creativity. You know what I'm saying? Literally, like, no, it's not an actual house of intensity, but it's like, it's the house of intensity in the sense of like a team. That's what it is. That's the fucking word I'm looking for. It should be a team, you know what I'm saying? The team of intensity, you know what I'm saying? In the sense of like, I'm promoting Renegade shit. I'm promoting Mars. I'm promoting Bardock. Bardock's promoting me. Bardock's promoting Renegade. Bardock's promoting Mars, and vice versa. Everyone's promoting everyone's shit, because I feel like each of us have a different reach, and it's like I feel like our reaches aren't so intermingled that it's just like the people that would be seeing the shit that each of us would be individually putting out are a lot of the same people, if that makes any sense. I don't think that that's the case. I think that Bardock has his demographic. Bardock has the people that he follows and that follows him. Mars has the people that he follows and that follows him. Same with me. Same with Ratatat, right? So with that, it's like, you don't know who's into what until you poke it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's literally the fucking, like, what, back in the day when they would give you like, what are you allergic to? So they would just, which is insane, by the way, but I guess it's one of the good ways to make it work. I guess get it out of the way early. But they hit you with a bunch of shit and see what reacts. And it's like, all right, you're allergic to this, that, and the third. That principle just with content, because, Bardock might not know that some of the people that he's following or that he follows or that are in his wheelhouse of people that he knows, maybe he doesn't know that they're interested in some of the shit that Mars has to offer in terms of like drawings, or that G has to offer, or a fucking Ratatat has to offer in the sense of like, gaming content, or like that I have to offer in the sense of music content. You know what I'm saying? Like, there might be just little, I don't know. And that kind of community, the community of intensity type shit, that kind of community, I think it's a good base, you know what I'm saying? Cause then it's like, it's not just I'm putting my shit out into the ether for whoever to see. It's like, hey, if anything, I know my homeboys are gonna be fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? And like that could be enough to at least get you in the mood to be like, all right, well, boom, And dude, literally, I take it from someone who, like, I've had hundreds of plays on like my SoundCloud shit from back in the day when I was rapping and shit. I'm still into rap. I just haven't gotten around to doing it. I haven't found my mind's on other places right now. But all it takes is like, seeing that people are watching other than your homeboys. So for me personally, I'll end it off on this. For me personally, when it comes to like people seeing my content, I love it when anyone sees it. Like it's Cool, like nice, fuck yeah, you know what I'm saying? I love it when my homeboys see it and they're just like, yo, that's fucking sick, you know? Because like at the end of the day, a lot of the references that I make in my music or in my rap and shit, and like a lot of the things I do it for the homies, you know what I'm saying? For the gang, for the streets of intensity, you know what I'm saying? But like, there's just another feeling when someone that like, this is how I describe it. It's another type, the feeling that you get, it's a different vibe when you get someone fucking with your shit that doesn't have to fuck with your shit, if that makes any sense, you know? If you show your shit to your family or your friends in order to protect the relationship that you have with these people, maybe they might sugarcoat it, or they might not say, man, this shit is garbage, or if they do, it might be in a joking way, you know, it's in the sense of the homies, or like maybe they just won't like talk much about it if they're not that into it, is to, one, not to hurt your feelings, but also to just, you know, you don't, you know, because in terms of creation, if you're like, man, I think this thing that you created is trash, I'm pretty sure that would fuck up the dynamic of the relationship for a couple days, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, to me, like having someone that has no emotional ties to me whatsoever, like they don't give a fuck if they piss me off or not, you know? Having someone that is literally a complete random come across your shit and be like, nice, that's cool, right? That's cool as shit to me, because it's like, holy fuck, that's, this random ass person fucks with my shit. That's awesome. Like, and so imagine if you're like, you know, you're doing a thing where you've got the conglomerate of intensity, you know, and everyone in the house of intensity is looking at your shit. And you can tell, you know, you're looking at a couple of views, like anywhere between like 3 to 6 views. You can assume that it was somebody in this wheelhouse. What happens when it's 12 views? What happens when it's 13, 14, 15 views? What happens when it's 13, 14, 15 hits and they don't count, like if I look at a video twice on this computer, it'll count it as 2 looks. No, it's just once. They count it per IP address. Imagine how that would feel, bro. You know? And imagine how it would feel if it's like, yo, you know, like I've had it happen where someone was like, yo, I got one of my homeboys really fucks with your shit. Like, what if one of the intensity members comes up and it's just like, yeah, son, you know, yo, Mars, I got a homie, you know, that really fucks with your shit. And then that like grows that, like, imagine what that would do, you know, confidence wise, ego wise, you know, just good vibes feeling in general wise to Mars. Imagine what that would do for Bardock. Imagine how that would do for Ratatat, you know. I know how it does for me. I know how that shit feels firsthand, you know. So like shit like that, you know. And I've seen it happen. I've seen people fuck with people's shit too, and it's just like, hell yeah, you know. And I see the reaction in the streets of intensity, and it's fucking sick. It's a really good fucking view. But listen, this bit right here is literally 18 minutes. The other bit was fucking 40 minutes. This is going to be a long podcast, but you know what? I fucking like it. In any event, it's been real, gentlemen. It's been real, people. This was a damn good podcast, you know. I want to do more podcasts like this, more structured, where it's not so much me going off the fucking rails all the goddamn time. You know, I like it. I'm gonna get out of here. I don't know if you noticed, bro. We got the fall colors. You know what I'm saying? The shades are down because I was doing laundry. I don't like folding my laundry with the window open. You know what I'm saying? All it takes is somebody to look up and see me flapping a fucking pair of drawers, and you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. It's weird. Okay, it's fucking weird. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to get up out of here. I'm going to fucking finish eating these here burritos. Let me tell you what's in the burrito. This is actually pre-made this burrito. Eggs, sausage, sweet Italian sausage, eggs, sausage, a little bit of red bell pepper, some cheese. It's a good time. This one is like a, so I don't eat a lot of I don't eat sweets very much anymore. I don't eat candy. I don't eat chocolate. I try not to eat a lot of cookies and shit. But I still have a very strong sweet tooth. So what I do is I make sandwiches, you know, peanut butter and honey. But the peanut butter is not peanut butter. It's almond butter, vanilla almond butter. It's a little too sweet. I'm not going to lie. I like the honey almond butter better. But vanilla almond butter and this ambrosia honey that I have. I don't have the thing with me, you know. Fry this up a little bit. Get it nice and toasted a little bit, you know. Hit it with that. Roll it up. It's pretty tasty. because I didn't want to make a sandwich this time around. But I digress. It's 20 minutes. We hit the 20-minute mark. We've officially hit the hour mark on this fucking podcast. If you made it this far, you're a goddamn lunatic, and you're forever in my heart. You're crazy, and I love you for it. Stick around. Like I said, expect a lot more shit from me and the boys, and from the conglomerate of creativity known as the House of Intensity. Peace.